Miracle Boy Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, the one and only Hosting Cruz, bringing you another exciting edition of boxing. Don't forget to hit and to like, subscribe to my channel. It's always greatly appreciated. Stay tuned. Miracle Boy Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Hosting Cruz, and guys, we have a tremendous, stellar co-main event for Canelo Alvarez versus Edgar Berlanga fight, and it's an interesting one. It's for the 160-pound WBA world title. Now, Danny Garcia is the challenger. Danny Garcia is back after a 2-year layoff when he last fought in Brooklyn at the Barclays against Jose Benavidez. Danny Garcia, as we all know, he's one of the best to put on a pair of gloves. In my opinion, he is. He's one of the best Puerto Rican fighters to put on a pair of gloves. He's got one of the best resumes currently in boxing. He's been in there with a who's who in the sport, man. Danny Garcia, he's been in there with Kendall Hope. He's been in there with Eric Morales twice. Zab Judah, Amir Khan, Lucas Matisse, Robert Guerrero, Keith Thurman, Sean Porter, Errol Spence. The list goes on. Been unified champion of the world at 140. Came up short in his big fights against Porter and Thurman in close fights that could have gone either way. He's champion at welterweight as well, so he's chasing the third weight class at 154. Well, at 160. Last time he fought was against Jose Benavidez. He fought at 154. So now this fight will take place at 160 because Lara is the champion at 160. Erislandy Lara, man, the American Dream, one of the greatest Cuban fighters ever, amateur or pro. He's gonna go down in the Hall of Fame. Matter of fact, Danny Garcia, these two fighters are gonna go down in the Hall of Fame one day. They both are worthy of that spot. Back to Lara. Lara, 30 wins, 3 losses, 3 draws, 18 KO. He's been in there with a who's who in the sport of boxing as well. He's been in there with Paul Williams. He's been in there with Alfredo Pedro Angulo. He's been in there with Austin No Doubt Trout. He's been in there with Canelo Alvarez. He's been in there with Jared Hurd, Brian Castaño. Lara's been around. So is Danny Garcia. But Lara, he is currently the oldest man to hold a world, that is holding a world title right now. He's currently the oldest champion in boxing right now at 41 years old, the current 160-pound WBA middleweight champion. He'll be defending against Danny Garcia in a fight that will be fireworks. And we all know a lot of people are saying that Danny Garcia too flat-footed, not fast. Is normally a flat-footed fighter. Can box, good counterpuncher, excellent counterpuncher, tremendous left hook. But due to Lara's style, if you know of Lara, if you've seen Lara, if you follow Lara, if you're a fan of Lara, you know that he has a difficult style to deal with. A lot of movement, ring IQ, using the ring, moving, jab, moving 1-2 with the left hand. Lara has a tremendous left hand, where he fakes the jab a lot and pops the left hand. Pretty quick too, like a laser beam. So Danny's style against Lara is not those who know boxing, is not a style that will make this fight easy for Danny. It's a very difficult fight. Lara is somebody that is a fighter that is hard to look good against, unless you put the pressure on him and you make him fight and stand toe to toe, like Jared Hurd, Brian Castaño. Both fighters made him fight, which made things exciting for us as boxing fans. Now, Danny Garcia, he brings a fight. He's got pressure, but he doesn't have pressure like Hurd and Castaño. Now, lately, Erislandy Lara has not been moving so much. Maybe he's because he's 41, the legs aren't there, so he's standing more in the pocket. This is why this fight is going to be really good and full of fireworks, because Lara is going to stand his ground. He's going to stand his ground. He's not, like I said, he's no longer the mover that he once was, which is going to make the fight very good, very interesting, and fun to watch. Because Lara being in front of Danny Garcia and trading shots, it's going to be a pure action fight. Danny Garcia with the left hook, the excellent counter punching, versus Erislandy Lara, who can fight well on the inside with uppercuts, hooks, right hooks. He's shown it before how he does well in the pocket against Jarrett Hurd, Castaño, where he went to hell and back in those fights. Like I said, Lara is not moving like before, which is gonna make the fight really interesting. And Danny Garcia, the excellent counter puncher that he is as well, with the punching power and tremendous left hook. You combine all that, and you're gonna get a tremendous fight out of these two guys. And even though Lara's 41, he's still a good fighter. He showed it in his last fight against Serafa, where he knocked him out in the second round with a 1-2 straight left hand off the jab. Put Serafa on his butt, and Serafa was hurt, and that was it. So Lara is still dangerous. He's still a dangerous man. This is a risky fight for Garcia. But like I said, Lara is likely going to stand and trade, being because he's no longer the mover that he once was. And he's gonna give the Garcia the opportunity to land his left hook and counter punches. I'll be surprised if Lara actually goes in there and moves like he used to do. But I don't think we're gonna see that Lara. Lara lately has been more of a stand toe-to-toe type of guy. You know, he's been showing who's more macho in that ring lately. And if we get that, which likely we will, this is gonna be a good fight. Gonna be a good fight. So yeah, Danny Garcia has an opportunity to claim a world title at 160 pounds, his third weight class, championship in his third weight class. Like I said, Danny Garcia is one of the best to ever do it, one of the best Puerto Rican boxers to do it. It's come a long way, man, from throwing. I remember when I was watching Danny Garcia the first time when he was throwing that left hook. He would throw that left hook and look down at the same time. He's come a long way. Now he's throwing the left hook while he's watching you. The counter punching is on point. And Danny Garcia, even though he's off 2 years, 2 years ago he showed me that he can still fight. Because 2 years ago when he fought Jose, he was inactive as well. Lara, as we all know, against Zerafa, which took place on April 30th, that fight showed us that he still got it. So it's a tremendous fight. May the best man win. You got Cuban American versus Puerto Rican American. You know, as we all know, Lara, those who follow Lara, is officially a U.S. citizen. I believe he got that citizenship this year, and that's that. I think Ugas got one too. But be that as it may, is a tremendous fight. Danny Garcia versus Erislandy Lara for the 160-pound WBA middleweight world title. Lara, the defending champion, the oldest champion in boxing right now. Co-main event to Canelo Berlanga. Miracle Boy Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Wilson Cruz. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, guys. It is always a pleasure to talk to you guys about boxing. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.